is up? It is Rocky Tiger here, coming at you live with episode 14 on the BeyondVanilla server, and I have a couple of things that I've realized. Thing number one is that I had OBS set to record desktop sounds, which means that they wouldn't actually pick up any of the world noise that's going on the Minecraft server whatsoever. I was wondering, I always thought maybe it was just too quiet for it to hear. No, I just had it set to recording the wrong input. So that's crazy, but that's fixed now. So now when I come over here and step, oh, I think you should actually be able to hear the doors opening and closing. I don't know why that is exciting for me, but it is just a tad bit exciting. We are starting off today at my base because there's a couple of things that I want to do and build primarily. We've got a plan for something that we're going to be building here. And firstly, though, we are going to be constructing a stable for, what was his name? Skull Tiger? Yes, we're going to be constructing a stable for Mr. Skull Tiger, the mysterious skeleton horse that someone left at my base the other day. All we need to do now is figure out where a good spot for that is gonna be. Let's see. We have this whole area that we haven't done anything and developed yet, and I'm not really feeling that as a big area or good area for it. Maybe somewhere over here, but that's where I grow most of my trees, so that probably won't work. Where should we put the stable for Mr. Skull Tiger? Yeah, I can hear the villagers. I just did the exact same thing. You know, this might not be a bad area right here behind the villager trading hall. Or we could build it somewhere further out here, closer to the outskirts, next to the wall. I think that's what we're going to do. That kind of makes more sense from a village or city planning perspective. Horses aren't really going to be stabled necessarily right in the middle of everything, so I think out here next to the wall is going to be the best spot for it. Particularly, I think, if not right over here, I think maybe over on this section where there is eventually going to be another gate that we just haven't gotten to building yet. I think right here. I think this is going to be it. This is it. I've decided. This is it. We're going to build a stable right here. We're going to also outline an area where we're going to put an even larger gate. We're going to use that as like a secondary gate, and we're going to have the main gate for the entire town will be somewhere on this section. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to outline this area and we're going to start building. Alright, so we've got our basic outline. I'm thinking that this main area back here is going to be where all the different stables are. This part that's right here at the front is going to be a kind of covered stall for horses that are maybe getting reshoed or refit or something similar to that. And the area back there is going to also be an overhang area, maybe with an entrance to it on the inside as well. And it's going to be for ready hay storage, and there's also going to be a hay loft above the entire thing, and that will be where all of the different hay is stored for the horses to eat, which does remind me that I do have all of this hay that I've been growing out there. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go and harvest a lot of that and replant it, because I don't have a whole lot of hay blocks right now. I actually don't think I have any, and so that'll actually be really useful to do since I'm going to be building this in this area. Might as well start working on that. The main purpose of all of these fields was not actually to be a source of wheat. It was more of a decorative thing. It's just coming in handy now that I've got them set up, but gosh darn, I wish there was a better way of planting large areas of crops in Minecraft. I mean, if Stardew Valley can have the hose that you know, what is it? I think they just expand out to like 3 or 4 blocks. Surely there can be a way where Mojang can add in the ability to plant multiple seeds at once. I mean, come on, this is ridiculous. I think I have spent more time cutting down trees than I have actually building. He doesn't want to fit through the... There we go. And I think that about does it for this build, other than placing in some hay bales. I also know that it's nighttime now because the wandering trader that's been wandering around here has disappeared. So I'm going to sleep real quick and finish up all the decorative touches. Ta-da! I gotta say, I really enjoyed the way that this particular build came out. I think that this is something that is different from the other stuff that I've built so far on the server, and definitely shows to me my own personal progression on some build styles. It's not something that I've built before. The one thing that if I may look at possibly changing up, again, looking at this side, is the way that this covered area looks. I'm not really sure that flat roof. Maybe I'll add like a dormer style addition to that section. It's just that that's supposed to be an open area, so I kind of wanted it to look almost like an afterthought. Maybe I'll get rid of the back layer of trapdoors. You know what? Actually, just thinking about it, just talking about it, I need wood though. Let's get some wood real quick. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to scaffold ourselves up here real quick. We're going to take these trapdoors out. We're going to replace this section with the spruce stairs. Pick up these trapdoors, and we're going to extend this out. And we're going to extend it here, and we're going to extend it there. And we're going to go one more even, actually, if we can. Let's get those trapdoors that we misplaced here and here. And we might need... Oop, not trying to buy anything, Mr. Invisible Wandering Trader. So we need 3 more. Oop, that is not how we want these arranged. Let's see, does it need to be... Are those all facing that? Yes, they are. I want them all facing this way, so let's see. And that about does it. The one thing I think that we could do further on this would simply to be extend the fence post and have it coming down here, but then on this block it would probably connect to the hay. So we can just move the hay back real quick. And I think that is what we're going to do. And I did just realize the problem that I'm going to have with this is that since I lowered the level, it's not going to let me click on it, or it's not going to let me build it right there. So that's kind of annoying. Maybe what we should do then is raise it up. Can I do that? Yeah. So it's not going to be perfectly level. It's not going to, or not going to be perfectly level. It was never perfectly level. It's not going to be perfectly even, but I think that's actually going to be okay. It's just not the best drainage. But maybe what I can do instead is just have these. Maybe this is what I'll do. All right, I'm just thinking out loud. It's what I do. Have these all lined up and lower, so just the ones on the end are higher. And pop that down, and oop, wrong spot. I did it. No, that's where I want it. Okay. So pop and oh, of course. Why isn't it working? Because I need to go on top of there. So pop that on there and lower or higher. Let's go ahead and try and make it lower. There. I think overall that is a great improvement on the build. It definitely looks more organic. It doesn't look like it's just haphazardly built off the side. It looks like thought was actually put into it. So I'm pleased with that. And now it's off to start working on the other project. This next bit that I wanted to build is right here in this center square type area. Eventually this is going to get built up with a lot more buildings, but right now I realize that, you know what this area really needs is it really could use a well. I know that we're pretty close to the ocean over there, but you know, that's salt water. We don't want salt water. I don't know if a well in real life would really work this close to that much salt water, but we're going to build one here because I saw a cool design that I was inspired by, and so I want to try and make my own sort of rendition of it. But it's not going to be that quick of a build, so I think we'll just do it as a maybe a replay mod time lapse. And that about does it. I can't remember who came up with the original concept for this design. I just saw a picture of it on the internet and thought it looked cool and decided I would try and do one of my own. And I really like the way that it turned out. It's got water in there with a little cauldron that's supposed to be the bucket. And overall, I think it's a nice addition to this area. It has made me also realize, though, that this dirt path that I'm standing on may not be the best solution in the future. I'm gonna have to look at some other options. Maybe I'll cover the entire thing in bottom half slabs. I don't think that they can get covered in snow. I'll have to double check on that. But fun quick couple of projects, and that is all the time that I have for today. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. I'm begging you. No, I'm not really begging you, but if you did like it, I will appreciate it tremendously. And if you really like the video, you can go ahead and subscribe. I put out new videos from the BeyondVanilla server every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will be super appreciative. It helps grow the channel. We built a couple of cool things today, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye!